going on, you guys? This is Braden White. Welcome to my first installment of my martial arts study guide. I apologize, it's a bit windy, so it might get a little bit hard to hear me. But today we're going to be covering a lot of kicks, some basic ones, some more advanced, maybe some spinning kicks, some jump kicks. And this is not intended to replace a regular class. I do recommend that you find a martial arts class in your area with a good instructor. That way they can coach you and help you. This is only supposed to be used as a supplemental tool to your martial arts training. Please consult your doctor or physician before starting any martial arts program or any other kind of exercise regimen. So starting off, we're going to start with a very basic kick. It's probably the first kick you will learn in any system. And it's called the front snap kick. What's going to happen is you're going to be in your front stance. Your hands are going to be up. You're going to bring your knee up and snap it out. A lot faster, it'll look like this. One more time. Do it with the left leg. Hands are still up. One more time. Now I'm going to show it from the side view. Hands are up. One more. Switch legs. One more time. And that's your front snap kick. I'm going to demonstrate it here on the bag. Front snap kick with the right leg. Front snap kick with the left leg. As you may notice, this kick does not generate a lot of power. It's not really meant to generate a lot of power. Usually what's going to happen is somebody's going to be running at you, and you're just going to throw that kick out there to kind of stop them in their tracks. So if somebody's running at you, you're just going to stick that leg out there, and they're going to run right into it. And it's going to stop them right in the middle of their tracks. Okay, this next kick is called a side kick. There's two different variations to the side kick. You have the side snap kick and the side thrust kick. My personal favorite is the side thrust kick. But I'm going to demonstrate both of them. Side snap kick. You're be in your side stance, which if you know a horse stance is pretty much the same thing. Be in your horse stance. Your side stance is a horse stance with your hands and your eyes facing in one direction. You can go this way, or they can go this way. I'm a right leg kicker, so most of the time, my right leg is going to be forward. So I'm in my right side stance. Side snap kick is you're basically just going to pick your leg up, thrust your kick out, and bring it back down. That's your side snap kick. So a lot faster, it'll look like this. More time. Then you have your side thrust kick, which like I said, is my personal favorite. Side thrust kick, same initial setup as your side snap kick. The only difference is you don't just pick your leg up. What you're going to do here is you're going to take the leg that you're on the side snap kick, the leg that you'd stand on. You're going to step behind your kicking leg. That's where a lot of your power comes from, is this one little step. After you step, then you're going to pick up your leg. Let me scoot over a little bit so y'all can see this. You're going to step, then you're going to pick up your leg, and then shoot it out. A lot of y'all watch Bruce Lee movies. He does this quite a bit. And a lot of people call this a power side kick or just a regular power kick. I like the technical name of the side thrust kick. And it's called the side thrust kick because as you're jumping, you are thrusting your heel into your opponent, whether it be on the street or in competition. So side thrust kick. One more with the right leg. Now I'm going to try and demonstrate with the left leg. I'm not really that great with my left leg, so bear with me. Try and work on your recoil. I know I'm having a hard time with that. Most of the reason is because of this uneven ground, and another reason is because I don't practice as much as I should, but I am getting better about that. So, next kick, or you know what? I think I'll break these on the bag here. It's going to be a side thrust kick onto the bag with the right leg. One more. Now with the left leg. And now the side snap kick with the right leg. Bag over just a tad bit. This next kick is probably the most common in any striking form of the martial arts. It don't matter if you study Goju-Ryu, Shotokan, Taekwondo, Tang-Soo-Do, Muay Thai, any style you practice that is a striking art is most likely going to have this kick. And a lot of people get it confused with some different other kicks. This next kick is the roundhouse kick. Now it's called the roundhouse kick because when you kick, your leg is wrapping around your opponent. A lot of people think that the roundhouse kick is the spinny one, or a spinning heel kick. That's not the case. This is a roundhouse kick. And it is called a roundhouse kick, like I said, because it wraps around your opponent. You can do this one. Most of your kicks are going to start off from your front stance. The only other kick that I can think of right offhand that won't start from a front stance will be your side kick, which I just demonstrated. It starts off from your side stance. So, this kick right here is going to be starting from your front stance. So you're in your front stance here. So, I'm going to demonstrate right leg first, like I said, because I'm a right leg kicker, so it's a lot easier for me. So, with my right leg, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my heel up, or my knee, as if I'm doing a front kick. And right at the last second, I'm going to turn. Then I'm going to snap my kick out and bring it back. And you can either set it down, or you can come all the way back here. Usually, if I'm kicking it back, I'll bring it back. But if I'm just kicking air, if I'm like doing some shadow boxing or something, then I will drop it down. I'll do it both ways. So, you're in your stance. You'll throw your kick. I'll demonstrate both the setting down after the kick and bringing it all the way back. So this is the setting it down after the kick. And you should end in another front stance. And this is the kick bringing your leg back from the start position. You're in your stance. That's the right leg roundhouse kick. This is the left leg roundhouse kick. Once again, I'm going to kick and then set down after my recoil. And this is left roundhouse kick, bringing it back to start position. Okay? And there's also a variation to the roundhouse kick, which in my system we call it a 45 kick. A lot of people would just regularly call it a low roundhouse kick. But basically what it is just a kick that goes down, and usually in a roundhouse kick you're going to aim here, usually mainly for the rib area, or if you're feeling like you're that good, you can go for the head. But mostly it's going to stay in this area right here. What a 45 roundhouse kick does is it goes for the legs. So it's the same basic setup as a roundhouse kick, except it just executes at a lower point. So what we're going to do is our hands up. Like I said, we're going to bring our knee up, shift our hip over, and we're just going to fire down into somebody's legs. So it's the same basic setup. We're going to do it with the right leg once again. You can either set down after your recoil, or you can bring it all the way back to start position. I will demonstrate both. So you're here. And this one is going to be dropped down after the recoil. So I'm here, and I'm going to take out this guy's legs right here. So I'm just one more time. And now I'm going to bring it back to start position. One more time. Like I said, a lot of people just call that a low roundhouse kick. In my system, we call it a 45 kick because it comes down at a 45-degree angle as opposed to a roundhouse kick coming in at a 90-degree angle. Okay? I'm going to demonstrate them over here on the bag now. I'm going to demonstrate right leg roundhouse and then a right leg 45, and then a left leg roundhouse and a left leg 45. Those are the different variations of roundhouse kick. A lot of times you'll see a lot of Muay Thai fighters use that left leg, that low kick, almost in the same fashion as a boxer would use a jab. So what they'll do is they'll set up that low kick, and then they'll come in with something a whole lot more powerful. So a lot of times you'll see a kickboxer or a Muay Thai fighter use that low roundhouse kick as a setup, almost like a boxer would use a jab. Okay, now we're going to go on to a little bit more fancy techniques, a little bit more advanced. This kick is very similar to the side kick. This is another one that you'll probably start off from the side stance. It is called the hook kick, and it has the same basic setup as the hook kick with a slight variation at the end. So, you're here in your side stance. If you're doing a side snap kick or a side thrust kick, it's up to you. It don't matter. I'm going to demonstrate the thrust kick version because that's the one that I feel like you get the most power out of. So, how this kick goes is you're in your side stance. This is the hook kick, not the side kick. This is the hook kick. A lot of you, if you're familiar with Bill Wallace, he is the one who popularized this kick by becoming a world karate and kickboxing champion with it. So, hook kick is as follows. You're going to step forward, same like you would the side thrust kick. You're going to pick your knee up, and instead of thrusting straight out, you're going to bring your heel out just a little bit, and then you're going to hook around. So, fast motion, it'll look something like this. And I'll be sure to demonstrate closer going this way. That way y'all can see what the foot is actually doing. So you're here, in your side stance, you're going to step. And like I said, you're going to bring your heel out just a tad. And right as you're about to execute the kick, you're going to hook it around. So, all together it'll look like this. One more time with the right leg. Now I'm going to do it this way. Like I said, I'm more of a right-legged kicker, so this one might not look as good. So bear with me. So y'all can get a little bit more of an idea on what the kick is actually doing. I'm going to demonstrate it going towards the camera. so y'all can actually see how the kick is supposed to look. And that's your hook kick. I'm going to demonstrate it on the bag back here. The key to getting the hook kick down is if you're kicking with the right leg, you're going to hit on the left side of the bag. Or on the opponent, whichever one you happen to be dealing with. If you're kicking with the left leg, you're going to hit on the right side of the bag or the opponent. So what you're going to do is you're here in your stance, and you're just going to basically come in like I just showed you. You're going to come in. Notice how my leg is wrapping around at my heel in this area of the bag. Try this again. Now the left leg. One more time with the left leg. Alright. I think I'll cover just a few more kicks with you before we call it a day. Let's see. I think I'll go over the spinning back kick. Spinning back kick is probably one of my favorite to do. Period. I don't know why, I just love doing this kick. I like adding the jump to it, make it a jump spinning back kick, but right now I'm just going to show you the basic spinning back kick and then crossover spinning back kick. So spinning back kick, with most of your other kicks, if you're going to set up, like if you're going to kick with your right leg on a spinning back kick, your left leg is going to be forward. This is going to be your fulcrum, your pivotal point. So if you're in this left front stance here with your left leg forward, what you're going to do is you're basically just going to shift your body weight and start turning towards the back. At the same time, you're going to be picking up this kicking foot. So as I'm turning, I'm picking up this foot. And then I'm going to pick it up until my heel is reaching my butt. So I'm picking it up. And then whenever I'm a full 180 degrees facing away from my opponent, I'm going to turn my head so I can make sure that I'm seeing my opponent. So I'm going to turn my head and then fire my kick out. So if I'm here and I'm facing my opponent from this direction, I got to make sure I know what I'm looking at. Because that's one thing you don't want to do ever, is you never want to kick blindly. That's how accidents happen in competition, and that could get you disqualified. And if you're on the street and it's a life or death situation, that could be the moment that defines the battle. So if you're here and your leg is up, I'm looking at my opponent, I'm just going to fire that kick straight out. So all together, it'll look like this. And most of the time, you're going to end in the opposite stance you were in. I started in a left front stance, I ended in a right. You can do it with the left leg too. Your right leg is going to be your fulcrum. You're just going to turn the other way. So instead of turning this way, my body's going to turn this way. So if I'm here, I'm turning, pick up my foot, and shoot it out there. So all together, it'll look like this. And a crossover spinning back kick is the same concept, except whatever leg you're kicking with is the leg you're going to start on, and you get a little bit extra momentum doing it like this. So what you're going to do is basically you're just going to step and cause that spinning motion, so you already have that momentum to turn yourself this way. So you're going to step your turn, and then basically you're just going to pick your leg up and shoot it back. So Crossover spinning back kick with the right leg. My right leg is forward. And I'm going to step over in this direction. Step, kick. One more time. Step, kick. And now with the left leg. We're in our left front stance now. So what we're going to do, same concept. We're going to step, turn, and kick. Left leg. One more. Now I'm going to demonstrate them on the back. This is going to be a regular spinning back kick with the right leg. And now it's going to be a crossover spinning back kick on the back. Spinning back kick with the left leg. Crossover spinning back kick with the left leg. Now as you see, that's probably where you get a lot of your power, is from that turning motion. It causes momentum, so your leg has a little bit power to go off of. I'm going to demonstrate about 2 more kicks. These are going to be a little bit more fancy. The first one is going to be a jump kick. And this is what we call the feint double front kick. Or a double front snap kick, whichever your style prefers to call it. My style calls it both. But the reason it's called a feint double front kick is because you're coming up, you're in your front stance, you're going to come up, you're going to fake with the left leg, and then come in and kick with the right leg. So basically what you're doing is you're giving yourself a little bit of a hop in between the kicks. And always remember, all these kicks, try to keep your hands up as much as possible. Because if you have your hands down here, you're giving your opponent all this to hit. You want to keep them up here, keep your arms in, that way your ribs are guarded, your face is guarded. So, here is the double feint front kick. Like I said, you could do this with either leg. I'll demonstrate to the side. I'm going to try and demonstrate this on the back. This one can be a little bit difficult. Then I'm going to demonstrate right leg, left leg. Kicking with the right leg first. Now with the left leg. Like I said, that's not really meant to be a power technique. It's mainly meant if you're fighting an opponent to get them to back up to create some distance. That way, if you're in a life or death situation and you do this kick, it has the possibility to give you enough distance to turn around and run away. This next kick is another one of my favorites. This will be the last kick for the day. And A lot of Chinese styles call this the standing tea kettle kick. Taekwondo calls it tornado kick. Some Japanese styles call it a jump, spin, inside crescent kick. I prefer to call it the tornado kick. It's just easier for me to remember. So what we're going to do, this one I can only do going this way. I can't do it going the other way. So how I set up, I usually do a crossover, which I'll demonstrate both. But if you're just doing a standing kick, you're going to be in your front stance, your right front stance, and you're going to bring your knee, you're going to lift this knee up and spin. So you're bringing this knee up, and when you get to about right here, this knee, you're going to probably be facing about 2 o'clock before you throw the actual kick, because you actually be able to see where you're kicking. So you're going to get about right here with your kick, with your knee, with your leading knee. Your knee is going to be facing, like I said, about 2 o'clock. If you're looking at numbers on a clock on the ground below you, your knee is probably going to be between 2 and 3 o'clock before you throw this kick. So, see, the knee's going to be here. Always remember, hands up. I cannot stress that enough. Hands up, it can save your life. So, you're going to bring your knee up, and then you're just basically going to hop off the right leg and follow through. So, like I said, your knee's going to be about right here, and then when you get to about right here, you're just going to, all together, it'll look like this. And a lot of times you'll have a lot of momentum that'll carry you to make you spin around. Try to avoid that if you can. Since I'm just demonstrating right now, I will probably let myself spin just for demonstrational purposes. So all together, we're going to do it fast, about 3 times. There's 1. Hands up again. There's 2. And now 3. And the crossover is the same kind of crossover that we did with the spinning back kick. Basically, you're just going to step with the right leg before you bring your leg around. So with the crossover, it'll look like this, and then I'll demonstrate it on the back. One more time before I hit the bag. And now with the crossover, you can set that up with a roundhouse kick, with inside crescent kick, however you want to set that up. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to demonstrate tornado kick on the bag. Alright guys, I appreciate you tuning in for this video. There will be a part 2 kicking video to demonstrate a lot more jumping kicks and spinning kicks. That'll probably be within the next week. Like I said, this is not intended to take the place of a traditional martial arts class. This is only meant to be a supplemental training tool. Please consult your doctor or physician before you before you participate in any kind of martial arts or exercise training regimen. I appreciate you guys. Peace.